Hey, what's up YouTubers? It's eveRide. Today I have a very special vlog. And for you fans of Saturday Night Live, and particularly Jimmy Fallon, you're gonna get this. Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake. I'm syncing it up on the Better Gifts talk show. Talking about politics. Talking about crazy cool medallions. I don't know if that worked, but that's what's going on. People with their windows down are looking at me now in their rear view. Now that I'm looking at them, they're like, "Who's that guy? Who's that guy with that angel voice that's like singing just like Barry Gibbs?" No, just kidding. They're probably wondering if they should shield their children's eyes. Oh, it is 3:30 my time. I know I just looked at my watch. I don't want to look at it. It's 3:30. I just got out of school. DocmanRides is actually riding right now in the northeast corner of the American continent, rocking and rolling. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, admission time. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not actually riding at the exact same time as DocmanRides right now. I'm riding at the same time zones considered. But I actually attempted this blog the other day, this vlog. I'm like autocorrect now. I can't say vlog, I have to say blog, which sounds like a troll name. Blog. Sorry. I'm talking about depression. And it just so happened that when I did the actual sync ride with Docman, I was really struggling that day. I had hit several triggers, including some addictions that I struggle with, including some really bad news from my work, including a fight with a loved one brought on by addiction. So it was not a pretty day. If you'd like to see that one, because some of you guys want to get inside my head, if you want to see that one, it's going to be about 17 minutes long, completely raw and unedited. And trust, it is like watching the Charlie Brown Christmas special. No, it's not like that, because it usually ends up happy. I don't think I ever made it through one of those. It's going to be like watching. Oh, and don't worry, I'm going to be on the dirt soon. So if you're bored by pavement, stick around. Don't stick around. Please stick around, because don't leave is what I was trying to say. And that guy's like, why is that guy pretending he's got turntables on his motorcycle? What? Needless to say, I'm in a much better mood today. I've obviously done some soul searching the last couple of days, done some meditation. One of the big things is gotten a lot of needed sleep. Now, a problem with depression is sometimes you sleep too much. That can be a problem. I was not getting enough sleep, and that was one of the problems as well. That was one of the triggers. So this is a very serious topic, and it's one that is very close to home, and you'll see that it's close to home if you click on that link down below in the description to take you to my unlisted video about depression, where honestly, okay, it's like Charlie Brown in the way that it's like, that song that's like, wah, 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 wah. It's pretty sad. It's pretty pathetic. And it occurs right here. And the funny thing is making that video actually kind of was the catalyst to start feeling better, because so grateful for Docman, because that video got me out on a motorcycle and got me talking and got me sometimes depression is literally a psychosis where your brain tricks the rest of your mind and body, well, the rest of your body anyway, into thinking that everything's wrong. And really, what's different, from your brain tricking your body into thinking that everything's wrong than your brain tricking your body into thinking that you're hearing some voices or something? That's why sometimes they prescribe antipsychotic medicine for depression. So kind of interesting. You know what? I'm not going to go too fast because I'm not armored up all the way, but I'll still take this at a brisk pace. I'm not going to be racing like my Why Buy a Dual Sport video. Obligatory link time right here. Anyhow, on to depression and triggers. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I got over my my struggles the other day, okay? Let's go up this steep thing right here. Maybe, yay! See, the other day I came by this and I was like, meh, couches. And I want to get home to see my family, so I'm not going to play around on them. But that seems to be kind of a motovlogger thing, play on the couches. I'd rather be home and play on my couches with my kids. Speaking of my kids, that is one thing that brings me out of depressive funk, is knowing that just about anything that I do, when I get home, they're going to run up to me and give me giant hugs. Some of the other things that got me over the depression is riding the motorcycle. That did a lot to kind of lift my spirits, and actually talking about it to myself during that vlog really kind of was therapeutic, because I basically say, you know, logically, I know that not all this stuff is going wrong. Logically, I know that really life is pretty good. But, you know, when it comes to, oh, big rock. When it comes to the depression, your brain once again just starts thinking incorrect thoughts. Let me tell you the long story short, so you're not like, why does he keep going off about this? So you don't have to go watch the other video. I was basically informed that I would lose my job in 1 year's time if I could not pass an advanced math test. The type of math that I teach is so basic. It's resource math 1. We're doing addition and subtraction. This is with kids who are have a severe classification in special education. Most of them. So, for me to take a calculus or a trig class or a test to prove that I can teach those kids is ridiculous. So, you know, rant nearly over. Yeah, it's just stupid. That's like asking the guy who works at Walmart to go get a degree in advanced chemistry so that he can run the electronics aisle or something, okay? It just doesn't make sense. And our politicians have no idea what's going on because their heads are so far up. Little extended bleep on that one. Okay. So, anyway, some of the depression triggers. Docman, I bet you anything he's going to talk about addiction, because I know that's a big one. He's probably going to talk about influences in your life, and probably like people, and maybe objects. It depends on if our therapists are the same. Because I know he struggles with the stuff, I struggle with it too. So basically, get rid of the objects in your life that are bad. Get rid of the people in your life that are bad. Now, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's family. And realistically, sometimes you just have to cut them off. And you can still show them love and things like that. But when it comes down to it, you know, in the ways that they're bringing you down, you cannot let them bring you down. Anyway, different triggers, right? Some things that would just kind of set other people back, maybe for a little bit. For a depressed person, you either dwell on them for a long time, and you can't get rid of it in your mind, or, oh geez, or you get suicidal over things like that. You think, well, I'll just take the easy way out, or both. And I tend to be more of the latter. I think about suicide a lot. Anyway, mainly the I mean, I'm really off topic here, and we've already been vlogging for a while, but mainly just get rid of the things in your life that are causing the depression, okay? And I know that sometimes it's just the chemicals in your brain, and it's just this pattern of thinking that's hurting us when we have the depression, right? But I think a lot of the times when we do things to help ourselves, when we get out of situations, when we rid ourselves of addictions, and when we throw away the things that cause us the triggers and things like that, then it's definitely more manageable. Now, there are some ways that I manage my depressive behavior. And honestly, sometimes it takes like a miracle for it to happen. Like my car breaking down, so I must ride my motorcycle, right? There are things that we do that actually alter the chemicals in our brain so that we start to feel better. Now, I'm not talking about drugs, because that's a terrible idea, or alcohol. I'm talking about doing something active, doing something that you love, something that gets your heart rate up, something that you feel good at, something that gets your blood pumping, woo! Something like spinning the back tire out on your motorcycle, or flying up a hill climb like a boss. Something that just gives you a little edge of adrenaline. That is what works for me. Another thing that works for me is, well, this is insane. I haven't attempted this yet. Yeah, big step up here. Okay. Well, that's a lot shorter. I think I'll go that way on my racetrack next time. Anyway, little jump there for you. Anyway, I'm actually going to show you how it's done right now. Right here, right now. This is how it's done. This is, this is not the most beautiful of places. Actually, this is probably the ugliest place I could have found. Home is that way. Nope, I'm going to my overlook. Please be patient in this vlog as I make my way to the overlook. The overlook is where I'd like to be right now to demonstrate my point. So maybe I'll fast forward this part. I don't know. Oh, there is a really gnarly little step up here that you guys will probably enjoy seeing me attempt. So wait for a minute. Don't speed it up yet. No, hey. Oh, what in the world? A single track. Well, I'd rather do this step up for your viewing pleasure than the single track, truthfully. Let's see if I could do this with keeping my feet on the pegs. Yeah. Yep. Another one. Yep. And the final. Right here. Yeah. Motorcycling, people. Motorcycling. Oh man, 9 out of 10 depressed people agree. Motorcycling works better than the antidepressants every time. And no weird feeling side effects. Unless you crash hard. Then you get some weird feeling side effects like broken ribs or whatnot. But hey, you always get a story out of it. Oh geez. It's quite the uphill. I'm missing my shifts. Holy Rocky. Let's get over here on the berm. Oh, I'm a sweaty beast. Wearing my school attire. It's worth it though. I promise it's worth it, guys. All right, this is the place. This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to open this up. Whoa. And I have to keep my helmet on. Well, maybe for a little bit. Nasty, sweaty beast I am. Gas leaking out my tank still. Whew. So, if I came here the other day, it would probably be to do something very, very bad. When I come here with my brain functioning a little bit more functioning. Yes, it's not functioning as it should, but it's functioning. I come here with my brain functioning a little bit better. And there's not really a much better place just to sit down. And here's what I do. I think about I'm going to call it a blessing. You can call it whatever you like. The way I was raised is a blessing. I think about every blessing in my life. Every good thing that's ever happened. All of my fortune, all of my wonderful luck. Being able to ride a motorcycle, having a body that works like it should. 2 beautiful kids, a gorgeous wife. An amazing place to come and ride. I mean, this was, 15 minutes away from my school on some of the most fun terrain you could ride. Varied terrain, I could do single track if I wanted. I think about my job. I think about how hard I've worked to get it. And you know what? Even if I am not working at that place next year, as crappy as that sounds to me right now, I know that next year something will come along. I'm not just going to roll over and die because I have to take a test that there's really no way that I can pass. Oh man, I love this place. I think about you guys. I think about the support that I get. I think about the ability to do motovlogs. It's an expensive thing, and somehow I can swing it. In fact, I'm vlogging on a new GoPro right now, a new Hero 2. I got this one for Misadventure. This is its maiden voyage. You guys are witnessing eveRide history. I think about my students. I think about the good that hopefully I've done in their lives. I think about random phone calls on my phone from people that I don't know and that I promptly hang up because I have phonophobia. I think about people who have inspired me. I think about my teachers. I think about how do I try to emulate those guys. I won't go there, but I think about religious things. I think about how much I'm loved. You guys, in the end, life is pretty good. And even though your brain, if you have depression like I do, your brain tells you that it would all be better if you ended it. It would all be better if I just jumped off of the side here. Everything would go away. Sometimes my brain tells me that, and something in my core tells me that it's just not logical. Life is too good. It really is too good. And even when the chemicals and your very body itself tries to tell you that it's not, all you have to do is look in the eyes of your kids and the eyes of your wife or your husband or your mother or your father or just a homeless guy on the street. And you realize that life is extremely valuable. And even though, depressive bouts are going to come back, and they're going to try to fool me again and again until the day that I die, I know that today they didn't. I really love you guys. Thanks for sharing this with me. Now it's time for me to just sit back and enjoy it by myself. Much love. eveRide out.
We gotta cut the show. Sorry, bro. Bye, guys. Ty. We can't do it no more. We can't do the show anymore.